How do you do, everyone? I hope you're all doing very well because today's topic may drop you down a peg or two. But I need you coming back or else I cease being. As shown from the title, I will be talking about the origins of the 7 deadly sins and heavenly virtues. They have appeared across the world in pop culture, from things we can sit down and enjoy the memory of to other certain things that shall not be named. Without further ado, let us begin. Now, while all of the respective sins appear in the Bible individually, a list of the worst things imaginable that even resembles the current versions of pride, envy, greed, wrath, sloth, gluttony, and lust does not appear until the 4th century AD with Evagrius Ponticus and his On the 8 Principal Vices. His list, as stated, had 8 vices: gluttony, fornication, avarice, anger, sadness, acedia, vainglory, and pride. I'm sure you can see some differences between the two, namely how envy does not make an appearance in the vices, how pride seems to have 2 separate forms in it, and how sadness makes an appearance here too. Later on in the 6th century, Pope Gregory I rearranged the vices and removed acedia while adding envy. He ranked them in how serious they were, going from least serious to most. He also created the 7 heavenly virtues by deriving them from the opposites of the sins. Later on, into about 1000 AD, the Church Fathers began to view the cardinal sins differently after interpreting John 5:16-17 as the cardinal sins that ended with death being more severe than the others. After this, for a time, a hierarchy of the sins was exasperated and pride was deemed above the others and the worst of them all. This was all until a man named Thomas Aquinas stepped into frame and deemed sadness unfit to be on the list, and it was replaced by acedia after previously being taken off. Kinda noticing a pattern here? Well, what do you expect? Catholicism was about 1200 years old at this point. Of course debates over what was right happened all the time. Anyways, Thomas Aquinas rejected the notion of the cardinal sins being ranked, just like how the Church Fathers said they were. From here, this is where they pretty much stayed, with Thomas Aquinas' list being the mainstay for how we categorize the 7 deadly sins. However, there was one exception for this, and it's been argued over pretty much since the days of Pope Gregory I. Pride. For you see, people are still having it interchangeably with vainglory on the list of 7 deadly sins. And although they are very linked towards each other, they are not the same thing. Pride is the source of vainglory, which is why pride was once thought as being the root of all the other sins. But that debate was settled nearly a millennia ago, so let's just move on. During the medieval era of Europe, the most popular depictions of art were religious, and in turn the sins as well. Many depicted them in action altogether, focusing on one in particular. With that said, even though many medieval and later Renaissance paintings brought the sins into the public consciousness, it cannot be stressed enough just how much the Divine Comedy, and more specifically, the Inferno, also known as Dante's Inferno, helped bolster them in the eyes of the public. Featuring lust, gluttony, avarice, and wrath respectively, the Inferno inspired many works based off of the imagery held inside the poem even to this day. The 7 deadly sins pop up sporadically all throughout pop culture because they're a very interesting concept. Many belief systems all throughout history try to put their stake to what the root of evil is. It's interesting to see how different civilizations develop based on what they deem wrong, and how opposite beliefs will spawn in the same place while coexisting in retaliation, even with the major religions today. Desire or illegitimacy, society or savagery, doubt or belief, humility